Title: China steers diplomacy, a step towards a multipolar world order. TLDR: A shift in geopolitical dynamics sees China playing peacemaker, brokering diplomatic restoration between Iran and Saudi Arabia. This move is viewed as a paradigm shift towards a multipolar world order, challenging the US's previous dominance. The stage has been set for a fundamental transformation in the global order. In a development that could potentially reshape global power dynamics, China has facilitated the restoration of diplomatic relations between Iran and Saudi Arabia. This move signifies a possible ushering in of a multipolar world, a concept that acknowledges multiple global powers rather than one dominant force. For observers in the US, this development may be seen as an indication of a changing landscape, echoing sentiments reminiscent of the tension during the Cold War. Meanwhile, to many outside the US, this change is a welcome development, marking a move towards a more equitable global system, where the autonomy of nations is respected and opportunities for fresh collaborations are blossoming. To add more layers to this narrative, the US's apparent appetite for conflict with China is signaling a reluctant acceptance of its diminishing global clout. The last 2 decades in the Middle East serve as an indictment of US foreign policy and its alignment with the interests of the country's largest corporations and stakeholders. Juan Cole, a professor from the University of Michigan and a recognized authority on Middle Eastern affairs, shared his insights with host Robert Scheer. Does this marked shift signify the waning influence of the US on a global scale, particularly in the wake of its military interventions in the Middle East? The deal between Iran and Saudi Arabia, enabled by China's diplomacy, is seen as a beacon of this new order. As we mark the 20th anniversary of the Iraq War, reflections on the US's approach to global dominance seem to highlight the necessity for a different kind of world order. Is this the beginning of the end of US global hegemony and unilateralism? The upcoming years will be crucial in determining the trajectory of this shift towards a more multipolar world. It's clear that China, through its actions, is making itself known as a major player in this new landscape. How will this shift reshape the world as we know it? What does this mean for the US, its position, and its approach to international relations? As we observe these shifting tectonics of global power, one cannot help but wonder, in this emerging multipolar world, how will international relations and diplomacy evolve? What will be the implications for global peace and stability? First seen in NPR.